Victor Wembanyama is currently listed as 7'3", but there's been multiple reports suggesting that Wemby could be up to 7'6" or 7'7" right now, and that he's still growing. You're still growing, really, bro? You greedy piece of shit. As if 7'3" was not enough. But yeah, I mean, the league might be doomed, to be honest. There's also been rumors going around that they might trade for Giannis over the offseason. I've even heard KD. I don't know how true the KD ones are, but if we get a 7'7" Wemby paired up with Giannis, Fox, Castle, the rookie of the year, I really don't see a team beating these guys if they stay healthy. Wemby is listed as 7'3", 235 pounds currently. I'm going to bump it up to 7'7". And next order of business, before we get into the Wemby 7'7" career simulation, we got to simulate the rest of the playoffs. It is currently 3-2 right now in the Pacers-Knicks series. Now, by the time this is coming out, I think game 6 has already went off, so the Pacers might have closed it, or we might be going to game 7. I'm hoping for a game 7. I kind of want to see Knicks Thunder in the finals. I had simulate around. SGA won the West Finals MVP, and Jalen Brunson was the East Finals MVP, so the Knicks come back and are playing the Thunder in the finals. Let's see who 2K's got in the finals. They have the Knicks beating the Thunder. SGA still won Finals MVP. They'll put up 40 points per game, but 2K thinks the Knicks are going to come back and then beat the Thunder 4-2. I do not see that happen. I think the Thunder might have a ring locked up as long as SGA doesn't get hurt. The Spurs have not traded for Giannis in real life, so I'm not going to make the move right now. They do have, I think, the 3rd pick in this year's draft, if I remember correctly. Spurs picked VJ Edgecombe with the 3rd pick in this year's draft. The lottery looked a little different. The Pelicans got the number 1 pick, and the Wizards got the number 2 pick. There's no way to keep the draft lottery correct in 2K, or at least not that I know of. So the draft order got a little messed up, but the Pelicans picked Ace Bailey number 1 over Cooper Flagg, which honestly is not even a crazy pick. I feel like people are acting like Cooper Flagg's a Wemby type of prospect, when I could really see Ace Bailey going number 1, to be honest. All right, so we're to player progression. Wemby went up 2 overalls. He's entering the 25-26 season at 7'7" and a 96 overall. The 2026 Kia MVP, Nikola Jokic, couldn't let someone new win it 2 years in a row. He had to come back for the MVP. I think, what, this is his 4th MVP now? Yeah, 4-time MVP. We get it, bro. You're good at basketball. Let someone else win the award. Cooper Flagg wins Rookie of the Year on the Wizards. RJ Barrett, 6th Man of the Year. Wemby wins DPOY, put up 2.6 blocks and 1.7 steals. Also had a really good season, 21 and 11. And then Ant wins Clutch Player of the Year. He almost put up 35 a game. And we also win Executive of the Year with the best record in the NBA at 63 and 19. Wemby makes the All-NBA 2nd team. He's up to a 98 overall now at only 22 years old. Yeah, the league might be doomed. We got the 1 seed in the Western Conference. We got the Golden State Warriors in the 1st round. They do still have Jimmy. Draymond's not in the starting lineup, or did they get him off the team? Nah, Draymond just got put to the bench. Steph's a 95. Jimmy dropped all the way to an 85. I feel like that's kind of disrespectful. All right, and it's a 2-2 series with the Warriors. I mean, they are the 8th seed, but it's Steph Curry, so you could never count Curry out. Curry just put up 29 on us in game 4. They also picked up, what, John Collins? It's a good pickup for him. They also got Luke Kennard on the bench too. But yeah, we lost by 10 points that game. Fox had 31. Wemby had 14 and 13. We need Wemby to step those numbers up. It's a big game 5 right here. Whoever loses this has to play 2 Elam games in a row. Spurs take it 127-109. Wemby 25 and 8 with 4 blocks. Game 6. We are down 3 points right now with 9 seconds trying to close the Warriors out. We're gonna hop in. Spurs ball when we load in. I don't see Wemby on the court. He must have fouled out. I see him on the bench over there, so yeah, he must have fouled out. He has his warm up on. Fox over to Vaseline. Devin Vaseline pulling up for 3. He misses. He almost knocked that down. But yeah, all John Collins gonna do is make 1, and this game is over. And the game's over. We're going to a game 7. 99-94, the Warriors win. Let's see if Wemby fouled out. Wemby 16 and 11 with 6 fouls. He did foul. How many minutes did he play? He played 32 minutes. So, I mean, he got a lot of minutes. Steph Curry, for example, their best player, got 34 minutes. I mean, he must have fouled out in the final couple minutes of the game, but we definitely could have used him. Game 7 time. 6-point game, a minute 30 left. If the Warriors bring it a little closer, we will hop in, and the Spurs take it home 98-95. Wemby drops 26 and 14 with 3 blocks, and we're moving on to play Minnesota in the next round. Let's see if Minnesota made any moves. There's KD rumors going around. There's a bunch of rumors going around for them to move people. They picked up James Harden. That's a weird pickup. There's like no chance that happens in real life, but James Harden and Ant on the same team. James Harden's down to an 86 overall. I don't know why 2K brings people down so much when they get older. They act like once you hit 36 or something, you're just immediately washed up. Harden's still playing good. Curry's still playing good at 36, 37. As while we're saying that, the Spurs are just beating the shit out of the Timberwolves. They 4-1 dub. Timberwolves go home sad again. Wemby 40, 13, 7, 3, and 4. Ant dropped 37. What did Harden do? 9, 4, 10, and 4 for 15 shooting. Not Harden's best game. And we're moving on. We either got the winner of Dallas, Denver, healthy Kyrie, and healthy Anthony Davis. And that's exactly who we're playing in the next round. Kyrie, Clay, Najee Marshall, AD, and Derek Lively. It's a good team. I mean, Kyrie and AD, definitely nothing to play around with. But the Spurs are up 2-0. Spurs are up 3-0. And I was going to say 4-0, but the Mavs do take that game. Can we close it out right here? We could not. Are we going to blow a 3-0 lead? We have a chance to blow a 3-0 lead. The Raptors made the NBA Finals. Scotty Barnes, Cam Johnson, Emmanuel Quickly, Wiseman, Brandon Ingram, RJ Barrett. The Toronto Raptors just beat the Pistons in 4 games. Let's get into Game 7. I don't really even know what to say about that. Whoever wins this probably has a free championship. I don't know how the Raptors just came out the East, but they did. Let's see if 7'7" Wemby can lead his team to a championship. Is looking good right now, and the Spurs do take it home, 115-103. Wemby, West Finals MVP, 19.7 points per game, 10 boards. And then Scotty Barnes, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. I mean, this should be an easy like 4-0, 4-1 series dub, right? It's 2-2. How are the Raptors? The Raptors are up 3-2 on us. I mean, this isn't a bad team. Maybe like a 7th seed in the East next year, like their peak ceiling, or 6th seed in the East, peak ceiling. Not making it to the finals. Look how tall Wemby is though compared to Scotty Barnes. But we're down 3-2. So Wemby being 7'7" might not matter because the Raptors are gonna take us down out of all teams. We overcame Kyrie Irving, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, and Jimmy Butler, Anthony Edwards, and James Harden, and we have a chance to get knocked out in the finals by the Toronto Raptors with Brandon Ingram and Scotty Barnes. We're up 6 points right now, 59 seconds in the finals, and we close it out 112-104. Wemby wins a championship his first year at 7'7", 21-10 a game, wins the finals MVP as well, obviously. All right, and a little roster update. We are into next season. We do still have Stephon Castle, but De'Aaron Fox left, and I'm not controlling the Spurs free agency moves. They picked up Joshua Giddey and Damian Lillard. We got Dame on a 1-year, Josh Giddey on a 4-year. So Giddey, Castle, and Wemby. I mean, that's a huge starting lineup. 6'8", 6'6", and 7'7" all in the starting lineup. So I'm guessing they're going to bring Dame off the bench then. We got VJ Edgecombe, the rookie we drafted, develop into an 85. I really don't get the Dame and Josh Giddey signing when we have Edgecombe we drafted, we have Devin Vaseline, and we have Stephon Castle. I mean, we just have a lot of guards on this team, but we can make it work. I mean, we'll always take some new people. We also picked up Alex Caruso. That's a sneaky pickup. And we also drafted Caden Boozer, which I don't know if that's the good Boozer son or is there only one Boozer son? I don't know. One of them's supposed to be really good, but I thought the one that was supposed to be good was like 6'7", 6'8". So I don't know if that's the good Boozer son or what, but they have Dame Lillard actually in the starting lineup. Stephon Castle, Devin Vaseline, Asa Newell, and 7'7" Wemby with Giddey and Edgecombe coming off the bench. You know, Dame's one of my favorite players of all time, so let's get him a ring this season, Wemby. Jokic MVP again. I'm about to override it and give it to someone else. Can we see someone else win the MVP? Like maybe a Luka first time MVP, a Wemby first time MVP. I don't really want to see Halliburton win one, but you know, someone like that. You don't gotta win MVP every season, Jokic. I don't know why you feel the need to. All right, Cameron Boozer got drafted to the Charlotte Hornets. This is the good Boozer son. I don't know if the other one is not good. I'm not saying that. I've heard of one, and I'm pretty sure this is the one you always hear of. He's 6'10". Damn, his brother kind of got a hold on those genetics. 6'10" and 6'4". The TikToker wins 6th Man of the Year, and Wemby wins back-to-back consecutive Defensive Player of the Year's 3.1 blocks a game. Upped his points per game to 26.3 points per game. Let's see if we got the 1 seed. We did get the 1 seed. What was our record? 59-23. The Golden State Warriors actually finished as the 2 seed. Curry's still getting 2 seeds at age what? 37, 38? They didn't even make any pickups from last season, at least in the starting lineup. Maybe they got some people off the bench. They got Mitchell Robinson off the bench, Marvin Bagley. So they had some okay pickups off the bench, but they just had a better season, I guess. We got the Pelicans in the first round of the playoffs. Pelicans did pick up Naz Reid. They were the ones that drafted Ace Bailey with the #1 pick. This isn't a bad team at all, but I mean, really not too scared of this, to be honest. Their tallest player on the floor is like 6'8" or 6'9" with Naz Reid. I think Naz Reid's like 6'9", 6'10", but we're down 3-0. I don't see how the starting lineup's guarding Wemby. Zion's like 6'6", Naz Reid's 6'9", 6'10" at best. So Wemby has almost a whole foot on the starting centers, and we are down 3-0. Let's see if we can push a little comeback. All right, we win the next 2 games. Just tell me to make adjustments to the starting lineup. I'll do that next game if there is a next game. And it looks like there's not going to be a next game. We're down 13 with a minute left. The Spurs have been eliminated. I wanted to see Dame get a ring. I don't know how we just got eliminated right there by the Pelicans. Denver 4-1s Minnesota. Cleveland 4-2s Washington. Cooper Flags on Washington. But Nuggets beat the Cavaliers in 7 games. Jokic getting his 2nd ring, 2nd finals MVP. And then he's coming off his 5th MVP this season. Another roster change to start off the next season. Damian Lillard is not on the team anymore. They did not re-sign him. He was on a 1-year deal. So they went ahead and picked up Tari Eason at our power forward, who is only 6'8". I mean, I feel like he's more of a 3, but I guess we make up for it because our center is 7'7". So still a really good starting lineup. Definitely contenders. Definitely can go win a championship. But we just got knocked out by the Pelicans, so we gotta lock in. This first round series is personal. The Pelicans just knocked us out last year. Let's see if they made any additions to the starting lineup. No, looks pretty much the same as last year. They just 4-1'd us last year, or 4-2'd us, whatever it was. We cannot go out sad again. They are the 8th seed again. We are the 1 seed. It is a 2-2 series. We take that next game. We're up 3-2. Wemby drops 47, 8, and 5. 2 steals and 3 blocks. 13 of 18 from the floor. That is one of the most efficient games in NBA history on almost 50 points. This Ackruff dude, I'm pretty sure he's from Arkansas. Yeah, Arkansas. Drops 29 on us. He was the leading scorer for the Pelicans, but we won by 39 points. Zion only had 6 points. He only played 18 minutes. And Naz Reid only played 12 minutes. Zion only played 18 minutes because he had 6 fouls in 18 minutes. That's a foul, what, every 3 minutes, if my math is correct? Zion's a hack. But all right, game 6, we are up 20 points at halftime, and we extend the lead to a 41-point victory against the Pelicans, and we're moving on to the second round. The tweet said that Stephon Castle had a good game. He had 36 points. Joshua Giddey, 29, 5, and 5. Asa Newell, 16. Wemby only had 12 and 11. He did foul out as well. Just not his best game, but Castle locked in. Giddey locked in. The rest of the team did their thing, and we still won by 41 points. So if Wemby's only dropping 12 points and we're still winning games by 41 points against a team that just beat us last year, that is a good sign. We got the Kings in the next round. Devin Carter, Gilbert Arenas' son, Kyle Kuzma, Jabari Smith, and Sabonis. Not a bad team, but I think the Spurs probably should handle this in like 5 games would be my prediction. I was going to say 4 or 5 games. We're going to a game 6, but we close it out in game 6. Wemby, 26 and 16 on only 10 shots in the closeout game. Wemby sometimes has these games where he's only taking about 10 shots. His shot tendency and touch tendency is up to a 99. I'm not going to mess with him because that's already a really high amount. But yeah, I don't know why he's having some games where he just doesn't take 20 plus shots. I mean, we need Wemby taking 20 plus shots a game, I feel like. Wizards, Hornets, Eastern Conference Finals. Spurs, Oklahoma City Thunder, Western Conference Finals. Thinking about it, the Thunder have not made it back to a Western Conference Finals after they were just in the finals in 2025. Let's see if their roster changed at all. They don't have Shea anymore? What happened to Shea? I did not see Shea get moved, but Kaysen Wallace, Darren Peterson, J-Dub, Chet, and I don't know if that's a family member of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Manute Bol. That's kind of what that name looks like. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Abraham John Maker Ball. All right, before we finish that, let's see what team Shea went to. I did not see him move teams. Shea is on the Atlanta Hawks, and Giannis went to the Warriors, and Luka went to the Clippers. So there's 3 big moves over the offseason that I did not see because I did not check the free agency moves out. What did Shea do in the playoffs? He's got eliminated in 7 games by the Washington Wizards. Is Trae Young still on the Hawks? So Trae and SGA on the same team. I don't know how that will work out. Thunder up 3-1 on us though, so we do have to lock in. We're able to survive one more game, pushing game 6. Let's see if we can force a game 7. Losing to the Thunder without SGA, I mean, they're a good team, don't get me wrong, but Thunder got the ball down 2 at home. Game 6, we just need 1 stop, and we should be going on to game 7 in San Antonio. Kaysen Wallace with, I think they're holding for the last shot, which makes no sense, down 2, but they're throwing down to Chet on Tari Eason. They definitely have the height advantage. Chet goes and gets the bucket. That is definitely a problem, Tari Eason trying to guard Chet. I mean, he's 6'8" versus 7'2". 4.5 seconds left. Let's see what the play is. They throw it to Giddey around half court. Giddey's just going to dribble, throw it down to Wemby. Wemby puts up a hook. I don't even think that would have counted if it went in. And we're going to overtime. That was a terrible last possession. Josh Giddey just got the ball and held it for like 3 seconds, just dribbling. I don't know what he was doing. All right, 5-minute overtime. We're just going to hop back into the Simcast. If it's close at the end, we'll definitely hop back in and watch it. And the Spurs took it. I tried to stop it and then stopped it and then accidentally started it again, but we win by 1 point. We're going to a game 7. Chet dropped 45. They need to get Tari Eason off him. Wemby had 37, 11, and 4, but we cannot have Chet going for 45-point games. 4th quarter, game 7, we are up 12 points. If we hold on to this lead, we're going back to the second finals in 3 years for the Spurs, and we do. 135, 116. Wemby, Western Conference Finals MVP, almost a 30-point double-double with 2 steals and 2.3 blocks a game. And then Cooper Flagg wins the East Finals MVP. So we got Wemby versus Cooper Flagg. But in game 7, Edgecombe, our draft pick 2 years ago, went for 31, 7, and 3. So a big game for VJ. Castle had 22, Wemby had 22. Let's see if we can take down Cooper Flagg. Let's see the team they've built around Cooper. Carlton, Carrington, Middleton, Jaden Ivey, Cooper Flagg, GG Jackson, and Alexander Sarr. It's a pretty good team. It's a good young team. I like our chances, though, to be honest. Spurs take game 1, Spurs take game 2, Spurs take game 3, and it looks like we're just going to beat them 4-0. Kind of shows you how much stronger the West is than the Eastern Conference right now. Wemby Finals MVP, 2 rings at the age of 24. If Wemby gets 7'7" in real life, I think he's actually unstoppable. The only thing that can stop him is injuries, I feel like. I mean, I just don't get how you stop a 7'7" Wemby. Meet the newest member of the San Antonio Spurs, OG Anunoby. 88 overall OG has been signed over the offseason. He's actually coming off the bench for us. So is 91 overall VJ Edgecombe. We have a really good bench. They're starting Devin Vaseline over him. I mean, I don't know if I'd rather start OG or Devin Vaseline. I probably would honestly start OG at the 4, if anything. I know Tari Easton's bigger than him, but I feel like OG is just stronger to kind of muscle up with 4s more, but maybe bring Easton off the bench. But the Spurs have won 2 of the last 3 championships, so I'm kind of going to let the coach just cook, and let's get to the playoffs. And your 2029 Kia Most Valuable Player, Victor Wembanyama. 25.2 a game, 10 boards, 4.5 assists. He finally gets an MVP. And let me show you why. It is because of the season that the San Antonio Spurs just had. He also won DPOY. Let's not skip over that. But they just went 73-9, tying the Golden State Warriors for the best record of all time. And Joe Mazzulla is their new head coach. Guess he left the Celtics. I don't know. We went 73-9. So obviously we got the 1 seed in the Western Conference. We got Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves. This Timberwolves team looks completely different. It's just Ant and Jaden really left from the original team, unless they have people on the bench, and I accidentally just loaded in trying to look at the T-Wolves bench. All right, I guess we'll watch game 1 through the simcast. A minute into the 4th quarter, we are down 1 point. Castle has 20 points. He's our leading scorer. What is Wemby doing? He has 11 points. We need him to turn up in this 4th quarter. Who's leading on the Timberwolves? Ant has 24. They also do have Jordan Poole, who has 13 for him off the bench, and we fall 2 points short. I know it says 2 points, but it really wasn't as close of a 2-point game as it looks. We are down 6-10 most of the 4th quarter and made a little run at the end. I think we might have had like some poverty free throws or something at the end of the game to bring it to a 2-point game with like 2 seconds left. So there's no chance of us winning to hop in. 35 though for Ant, 26 for Stephon Castle. Let's get to game 2. Down 1-0. We go 73-9 and lose the first game at home in the playoffs to the 8th seed. Let's see if we can come back right here. Able to tie the series up though, game 2, 120-110. Wemby 29-17. Castle with 22. Giddey with 14. We take game 3 as well, and game 4. So the Spurs kind of scared us to start the series off, but we are looking to be all right. We are all right. 4-2. We beat the T-Wolves. What did Wemby do in the closeout? Wemby had 35, 7, and 6, and we're playing the 4th seeded Denver Nuggets. It is what, 20-29 right now. Jokic is still on the Nuggets. Jamal Murray, Christian Brown, Wiggins, Bobby Portis, and Jokic. Jokic is still a 97 overall. Let's simulate through a game so I can see how old Jokic is. They actually take game 1. Jokic puts up 20. Jokic is 34. All right, so he's not crazy old or anything. I kind of forget Jokic is kind of a younger player. We're down 3-0 to Jokic, and we get eliminated. After going 73-9, we get bounced by a 34-year-old Jokic and a not as good as he once was Jamal Murray. That's a very disappointing way to end the season. Giannis and the Warriors versus Shea and the Hawks in the NBA Finals, and Giannis and the Warriors take it. And meet the newest member of the San Antonio Spurs, Jalen Can't Go Left Brown. I don't know how we keep having such good off seasons. We have Josh Giddey, Stephon Castle, Wemby. We still have OG. The Spurs somehow got Jalen Brown to sign a 1-year, $5 million deal. I have no clue how that happened. I am not controlling the free agency at all. That looks corrupt right there. I don't know how they got him to sign a 5-year, a $5 million deal for 1 year at 92 overall, 32 years old. We'll take it. Maybe Jalen Brown's just ring chasing and wants to try and get a ring with Wemby. I don't know. Spurs get the 1 seed again. I think this is like the 5th year in a row they got the 1 seed. They've done pretty good with it most years. I think we have 2 championships so far. We went 60-22, but we got the team that knocked us out last year as the 8th seed, the Denver Nuggets. They do still have Jokic. It looks like Jamal Murray's either off the team or lost his starting spot. Nah, he just lost his starting spot. He's down to an 82 overall. We are kind of deep into the future. Wemby's 26, the 2029-2030 NBA playoffs. So it is currently 2030 right now. Denver did take game 1. Spurs battle back, take the next 2 though, and they actually just take the next 4. The Spurs win the series 4-1. Castle drops 30, Giddey drops 25, and Wemby 23, 10, and 6 in the closeout game. And we are moving on to play the Sacramento Kings, who we just beat pretty easily a couple years ago. They did add Devin Booker though. Gilbert Arenas' son is up to a 90, but Sabonis is down to an 82. The addition of Devin Booker definitely helps this team. Does it get them better than us to beat us in the series? I don't think so, to be honest. I think we'll have some competition once we get to the finals and Western Conference Finals, but the first 2 rounds pretty easy. We got OKC. MVP. Davion Mitchell. They got a 95 J-Dub and a 96 Chet. And some dude named Darren Peterson who's a 93 as well. So this is definitely not no easy team to beat. We do still have Tari Eason starting at our 4 to guard Chet Holmgren, which I definitely don't like. I feel like we should maybe start Newell. He's like 6'10", 6'11". It's just a height thing. I might go make the starting lineup adjustment if we go down like 2-0 or something, go down big in the series. But we are looking to be all right now. It's 2-2. OKC takes the next game though. They're up 3-2. What has Chet been doing in this series? Chet 21, 7 boards. Let's see if we can come back. We're up 1 with 56 seconds left, game 6. All right, it's our ball when we load in. OG Anunoby with it to Castle. Look how tall Wemby is. Get down to Wemby. Wemby, that guy's like 7 foot guarding him. Wemby post fade, he misses, which is surprising. Chet to J-Dub in the corner. J-Dub getting guarded by Anunoby. This Drew Peterson guy's kind of been killing us all season. That was a real nice move right there, but he misses the step back. 32 seconds. So OKC, I guess, doesn't have to foul. We just got to get a bucket here. Wemby on the slip, gets the buckets. 3-point lead. We're not safe yet, but that's a huge bucket. We need one stop right here. We win this game, and we're going to a game 7. The game 7 is going to be in San Antonio, too. Edgecombe, or not Edgecombe. I don't know why I said Edgecombe. We have Edgecombe, but Peterson just worked us. That guy's nice. He's got a nice bag. We're just going to have to make our free throws now and get a stop. Josh Giddey's going to the line. Lock in, Joshua. 2 big free throws. Thunder have no timeout, so they're going to have to push the ball up the floor. Davion Mitchell with it. Who's taking the 3 here? Is it going to be Chet? No, it looks like it's going to be Peterson. No, it's going to be J-Dub. Kind of open in the corner. He misses. Castle with the board, and we're going to a game 7. 133-130. Darren Peterson is his name. He had 27 on us from Kansas. Let me look this guy up. Is this a real guy? This is a real guy, but I think his name is spelled wrong on here. The Darren Peterson in real life is spelled D-A-R-R-Y-N, and he's committed to Kansas, and they have him at Kansas here. So I'm guessing this is a real guy. He just kind of worked us. I liked how he was playing. But Wemby dropped 29 and 13. We're going to game 7. Let's lock in. And we have another close one in game 7. This time we're down 1. And Wemby's not in the game. He must have fouled out. There's 8-second difference between shot clock, game clock. We just got to get a stop. J-Dub with it. Going up. Asa Newell with the block. I don't know why they took a shot so quick into the shot clock, but Jaylen Brown with it to Edgecombe. Edgecombe down low. Finishes with the lay, and we're up 18 seconds. Before we get back from this timeout, Wemby has 33 and 12 right now. Did he foul out? He did not foul. Get Wemby back in the game. All right, hold on. I'm becoming the Spurs coach real quick. We're getting Wemby back in this game. All right, they put Wemby back in the game. I didn't even have to do it for him. All right. Why Wemby's not in the game? A 7'7", 99 overall former MVP who's won 2 rings already with 30 seconds left on basically the last offense possession for you guys of the game. If you miss, I don't know why he wasn't in the game, but we just got to focus on getting a stop right here. J-Dub against Jaylen Brown. J-Dub attacking Jaylen Brown. Over to Mitchell. Over to Peterson. Peterson's going to hit it. Oh, we get the stop. We're going to the finals for the 3rd time in 6 years or 5 years. I forget, but I thought Peterson was going to smack that. That was a nice look. Good looking jump shot too. Kind of glazing this Peterson dude. Let me stop. But Wemby West Finals MVP. Really impressive stat line at 7'7". And then Cameron Boozer Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Yeah, Cameron Boozer's leading the Hornets to the NBA Finals. We are way too deep in. LaMelo Ball is also off the Hornets right now. It's Jeremiah Fears, Brandon Miller, RJ Barrett, Cam Boozer, and Mark Williams. The Spurs are up 2-1. Spurs up 3-1. Can Wemby get his 3rd championship? No, 3-2. Can we get our 3rd championship? We can. Victor Wembanyama wins his 3rd NBA championship, but does not win Finals MVP this time. VJ Edgecombe grabs it. And yeah, I mean, I think we proved 7'7" Wemby would be a problem for the league. 3 championships in 6 seasons.